Alrighty, guys, TV's broken. We'll do it live. Wake Forest takes on Clemson, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off on a Friday, December 2nd, 2022. Clemson's -3, totals 142. I'm 6-0 in my last 6 extra daily bets on my website. And the link for today's extra daily bet is in the description section below. Just remember, guys, if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that membership for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, I'm also going to include my daily best play for you absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase. And oh yeah, guys, the extra daily bet costs just $2.99 for 30 days of service. If you ask me, that's a no-brainer. If you've been supporting me here on YouTube, you might as well sign up and see who I'm actually betting on personally. And just a reminder, guys, if you do find yourself enjoying this video here today, please feel free to like and subscribe. And even though Clemson is favored in this one, well, they failed to cover in 5 out of their last 8 ball games. They're also having a tough time grabbing offensive boards. They're facing a Wake Forest team who's scoring over 81 points a night themselves, and they're making 49% of their field goals. Tyree Appleby is also leading the team in scoring. He's averaging just about 20 points a game. Meanwhile, Damari Monsanto is drilling over 43% of his three-pointers. Now, when it comes to defensive play, the Deacs are limiting their competition to just 39% shooting from the field. Now, when it comes to the injury report, Taylor and Ituka are both questionable for the Deacs. When it comes to the total, Wake Forest saw their last 4 straight get over the number. Clemson went 4-2 to the over in their last 6. I'm going to lean toward Wake Forest +3 over 142. Next matchup, it is going to be Baylor at Gonzaga, 8 o'clock Eastern start time. Gonzaga's -3, totals 141. Now, Gonzaga's allowing 77 points a game, and they're doing a pretty bad job guarding the field goal. They're facing a Baylor club who's making over 50% of their field goals themselves, and they're averaging 88 points a game. LJ Cryer, he's currently leading the team in scoring, and he's still perfect from the foul line. He hasn't missed a free throw this year. Meanwhile, teammate Adam Flagler, he's a perfect 12 of 12 from the stripe, and he's making 54% of his three-pointers. Now, when it comes to defensive play, the Bears are in the top 10 in the country in defensive boards. When it comes to the total, Baylor saw all of their games get over the number except for one. Meanwhile, Gonzaga, they went 4-1 to the over in their last 5. I'm going to lean toward Baylor +3 over 161. Next contest, it is going to be Illinois taking on Maryland, 9 o'clock Eastern start time. Maryland's -1.5, totals 145 and a hook. Now, the undefeated Terps are averaging over 82 points a night, and they're drilling 50% of their field goals. Now, the Terps have also successfully covered the point spread in all of their games this year except for one. Dante Scott, he's making over 43% of his three-pointers. He's also the team's leading scorer with nearly 16 points a night. Jameer Young, he's also scoring 13 points a game himself. When it comes to defensive play, Maryland's limiting their competition to just 26% shooting from three-land. And speaking of shooting the basketball, Illinois on the other side, they're really struggling from the foul line. These guys are making just 65% of their free throws. They also failed to cover this year against the likes of Virginia and Eastern Illinois. As a matter of fact, that Virginia game was a 9-point loss where the Illini gave up 70 points to Virginia. Virginia's a team who can't score. Just to throw that out there. Virginia, for probably the last 5 years, they're a notoriously low-scoring team, so they gave up 70 to those guys. Now, injury-wise, Good is still out. Harris is questionable. When it comes to the total, Illinois saw unders versus the likes of Syracuse, Virginia, and Kansas City. Meanwhile, Maryland went 4-3 to the under in their last 7. I'm going to lean toward the Terrapins of Maryland minus 1.5, under 145 and a hook. With that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. I like Bryant minus 10 over 156. Canisius plus 8 over 137. I'm 6-0, 6-0, 6-0 in my last 6 extra daily bets on my website. Give me Niagara plus 14 under 131. Appalachian State plus 7 under 122. Georgia minus 24 under 132. East Carolina minus 4 over 134. Mercer minus 4 over 139. Charleston Southern plus 11 under 134. Wake Forest plus 3 over 142. NC State minus 9 under 148. James Madison minus 14 over 157. Louisiana Tech minus 9 over 145. Liberty minus 16.5 under 132 and a hook. Harvard plus 2 under 139.5. Kent State minus 7 under 145. Boston U minus 5 under 127. Towson minus 19.5 over 137. Georgia Tech minus 11 under 130.5. Baylor plus 3 over 161. Colgate plus 14 under 145. LSU minus 18.5 under 131 and a hook. Maryland minus 1.5 under 145.5 points. And with my next and final free pick, I'm going to lean toward Idaho plus 3 and the over 142. With that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just keep in mind, you're going to get access to that package for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, I'm also going to include all my cheaper memberships for you, absolutely, free. So, for example, if you do sign up for that extra daily bet here today, not only are you going to get access to that pick for the next 30 days, you're also going to get access to my daily best play absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase, and you will get access to both of those packages for the next 30 days. Now, obviously, you see a change of scenery. Joys of being a homeowner. For some reason, all morning, my garage door opening and closing on its own all morning. So tried to fix that, tinkering around with that, got it to stop for a little bit. Then it started doing it again, and as it did that, it ended up shorting an entire section of power in my basement. So now I have an entire wall full of outlets that have no power. And of course, one of those outlets, that was the power source for our big screen TV that we keep behind me in every single video. So, we're just going to do it live. F it, we'll do it live. But anyway, guys, joys of being a homeowner. If you don't have to buy a home, don't do it. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.